Hey, what's up, Bit Group? I'm coming to you to make this video because this is of grave importance, and we're talking about fraud today. Let me tell you, we're selling so much tea. Like with this Drink2Shrink movement, you and your team members have really stepped your game up, and we even have lots of people purchasing the 50 pack and just selling it. Shout out to my man Karan Richardson, who just ordered another 50 pack a few days ago. 50 packs of tea. There he goes right there, Karan. I was just talking about you and how you crushing it out on YouTube, not YouTube, on Instagram, and how you doing your challenges. So we got Karan ordering his 50 packs, other people ordering their 50 packs of tea. And I want you to understand that in this type of business, oftentimes there are people who are unscrupulous, who try to take companies for their money and do things that are not above board in order to run some type of scam. So companies have to be aware of this, guys. Fraud is a real thing. Jonathan today had to go through like 85 orders that's more than $500 to check and make sure that these are legitimate orders, because people do all kinds of things. They order a bunch of product and they get the product. Hey, Ken. They get the product and then they say they never got it, and then they dispute it on a credit card. All kinds of things, right? So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, wait. John just said he sold over 350 packs. That's himself. Great job. So this is what we have to do to help to combat the fraud. So whenever a team member of yours orders anything that totals $500 or more, you've got to send in an email to support@lauralife.com. That's just the way it is. I mean, I actually had people who ordered, Dr. Heredia ordered $1,800, ordered, I think, $1,100 and one of $800, and it got held up, and we were like, what's going on? Well, we found out that the company didn't send it out because they thought it was fraud. I'm like, we can't just be holding up these legitimate orders. So this is what we have to do. If you have an order of $500 or more, once you place it, you have your order number, send that in to support. That way they will know to go ahead and fulfill that order. Send it in with your username, your name. They'll know that you're already, a Laura Life distributor or whatever, and they're going to get that order placed. But make sure we get the word out about this, guys. So just because I made a video here doesn't mean that everybody sees it, okay? So you've got to tag your team members in it. If you have your own email group, you need to send that out. If you have your own text message group, you need to make sure that you send that out. Hey, what's going on, Jackie? How you doing? So, I just wanted to come in here to the group to make sure everyone understands, because we're going to have more and more people ordering lots of product. More doctors are coming on, ordering for their patients. They're going to be ordering $500 or more. We've got more people who are selling because of the Drink2Shrink, and they want to get the product for as cheap as they can, so they're ordering the 50 pack. And so when you do that, and it's not just the 50 pack, because if you have a whole bunch of packs together and they total $500 or more, you've got to send in the email, or else it will not get sent out. Poor Karan, he ordered his package 2 days ago, still no tracking. He's like, well, what's going on? So I sent it to Cammy to figure out what was going on, and that's when it clicked in my mind. Oh, right. Oh, my goodness. This is more than $500. Karan needs to send in an email so that his product can be released. He needs that product. He sold on 350 packs of tea already, okay? So I just wanted to come in here and make sure you guys got that information, that it was clear. I'm going to be doing more and more of these videos, because as we're, again, going through some transition and some things going on with the IT and the orders going through and auto ships and all that, we just have to make sure we have a high level of communication. You got to make sure, if I send out a text, if I send out a video, that you tag your people, that you get them the information, however you give your team the information. And even what I did today, I called Shelly. I said, hey, Shelly, can you send out an email to the team letting them know what's going on with auto ships? If you haven't heard what's going on with auto ships, Auto ships are not running. I made a video about that this morning. This is very important because the lifeblood of our business is auto ships. That's what locks in our residual. But we know in business things happen, don't we, Jackie? Lord knows Jackie's dealing with so much, but that girl is a fighter. She is a trooper. Y'all don't know the half of what Jackie and Powers and Gomesi is going through. But she's just pressing her way through because she sees the goal, the end in mind, right? She has an end in mind and it's going to be worth it. But this is, this is business, right? This is business. So what's going on right now is that the auto ships are not running. Like it'll say, like yesterday, my back office, I checked one of my accounts and I was like, what? My auto through didn't go through. Why not? And it told me declined on the 16th, declined on the 18th, declined on the 22nd. Well, I knew I had money on my card. So I'm like, well, what's the problem? So again, a problem with I don't know what exactly it is, but it's just not getting read or the communication isn't happening. So I had to go in and place a manual order. Do not just reset your auto ship for like the next day and say, oh, I didn't have the money in there. No, I have the money in there. Let me reset it. Place a new order. Go into place new order and place a manual order so that you're qualified for the month and you have your order in, okay? A lot of you are doing Drink2Shrink. I mean, this is probably your 5th or 6th order for a month, but you still want to make sure that if you had an auto ship order and it did not take, put it in manually. Then what you can do, let's say, for example, if your auto ship was for today, May 27th, put your order in manually and then reset your auto ship for June the 27th. By that time, everything should be good, okay? So go in and set your auto ship for a month out for next month and manually place your order. This is so important, guys. If you see your volume is down, it's because auto ships have not run. It's because orders that normally would have been completed were not completed. So we got to get this information out to make sure that business is done. The volume is in the system, that product is being sold, that product is getting to consumers, that people aren't running out of product. But do not wait for the system's auto ship to kick in. You don't got time for that. You got to teach your team to go in now and place the order. Then also what we have to do, because we're selling so much product now, we got to stay ahead of it. So don't wait till you run out to reorder. Order more than you think you're going to need and go ahead and get it sold quickly and then order more after that. In fact, what you should be doing is as soon as you sell, that buy two, get one free. If you have multiple buy two, get one free, as soon as you sell one, go ahead and reorder. And remember what I told you about strategically placing these orders for your 4x4. So you should be working with a business mind now, okay? You should be working with a business mind. Remember Dr. Hatch told you she made the mistake. She had like 20 orders and she had them all under her ID number a couple months ago. And she was like, oh my gosh, I could have spread them out and positioned them so I would have the 4x4. And she was like, oh, never again will I not get that 4x4. So she knows now how to strategically put the customer orders under her distributors so that she has 4 who has 4. And now she's working on another 4x4 so that she finishes out her $1,000 for the month. Remember what we taught you guys about doing that during training. Be strategic at where you're going to be placing that, okay? Also remember now, for those of you who are kind of far away from the 4x4, you have the 2x2. Right now, we have, today's the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. You have 4 more days. You should be able to build a team of 6 in the next 4 days, or position your product so that you have 2 distributors who have 2 distributors. That's a team of 6, okay? Your 2, when one of those gets 2, that's 3, 4, and then when the other person gets 2, that's 5, 6. So an extra $100 for building that team of 6 with the car bonus package. Then remember, you can do it again and get another extra $100. So get 2 more, and up those 2 to get 2 more. That's the total of 6 more, okay? Which gives you another $100. So when it first was announced, it was told that you could get the 4x4 and and the 2x2 together. No, no, no. No, no. It's either or. It's not both things together, okay? It's not a total of 700. It's either you're going to qualify for the 4x4, where you have a team of 20 with car bonus packages in the structure. It's so important. In the structure of, you have 4 distributor accounts, right? You have 4 distributors that you've personally sponsored. And under those 4 are 4 distributors or even car bonus packages for customers underneath of those people would count for you qualifying. You got what I'm saying? So you have 4 distributors, and then you help those 4 to get 4. Sometimes you have to help your team members. You may have some extra customer sales, and you can place them under your team members to help you to get that 4x4. And it's helping them at the same time. If you have any questions, give me a call. But this is really, really important information. The 2x2 is important information as well. Because if you don't get the 2x2, just give me the 4x4, guys. Get out there and get that 4x4. Well, hold up. I'm saying it wrong. If you're not getting the 4x4, get out there and get the 2x2 done. Make sure, Teresa, why don't you go ahead and knock out that 2x2 this month? Go and look. Make sure that you have 2 reps who have a car bonus package, okay? Then underneath of those 2 reps, they should have 2 reps. Now, what I don't know is if they had 2 customers, if that would count with the car bonus pack. But go and play around with it and see, okay? Go ahead right now, your business person, all of you guys, get that 2x2 done. If you're far away from the 4x4, don't let May in without us being able to celebrate you of getting the 2x2. And remember, the 2x2 you can do 2 times, just like you can do a 4x4 2 times. Okay? So, in this video, we've just covered several things. We've covered that if you have an order over $500, you must send in an email or else it will not get shipped out. Your person would have placed that order and is just going to sit and not get sent out. An email must be sent. Make sure you get this information out to your team. The second thing that we covered is auto ships. I told you right now, auto ships are not being processed. Volume is going to be super low. If these auto ship orders don't get through, you've got to tell your people to go into their back office tonight and go ahead and place in a manual order. Then they can put their auto ship for June. And by then, it should be good. Okay? But right now, as we end out this month, go in and get your auto ship order. Then we talked about the 4x4 and the 2x2. Okay? We just talked about how you can strategically place your customer orders underneath of your people to make sure that you're qualifying for that 500 or for that 1,000 or for the 100 or for the 200 in extra income. Okay? So, I'm going to also upload this to my YouTube channel. Tag your team members in this. And, guys, let's rock and roll. There's always challenges. There's always adversity. It's par for the course. It's just part of life. And it's part of business. But we are champions and we keep pushing through. We are overcomers, and everything that comes our way, we overcome. All crooked paths are laid straight because we never give up. We're like the Energizer Bunny. We just keep on going and going and going. I want you to keep on going and going and going, okay, guys? And we will get to the promised land. I promise you. And with that, guys, you have an awesome day. I am going to call a brand new rep who's super fired up. Another personal trainer I just sponsored, ready to get started out of Jacksonville, Florida. So, see you guys later. Remember, you are more powerful than you know. Bye-bye.